Dzień dobry, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku Zagrajmy w Jade Empire in Style. Tym razem... Może najpierw z kim ja bym najpierw pogadał? Może najpierw z tobą?
I can't believe my luck. I arrive home after being lost, only to find that my wife has gone off to visit relatives.
Przykro mi to słyszeć, ho.
No, you misunderstand me. My wife, she's not here. I thought I was as good as dead. Now my execution is delayed. Until her eventual return, of course.
Dlaczego jesteś piekawym, skoro byłeś mistrzem sztuk walki?
You're beginning to sound like my wife. Where were you last night? Why were you talking to that woman? Why do you smell like a goat? Always with the questions. As I mentioned earlier, after becoming tournament champion for the second time, I was forced to marry my sponsor's nubile niece. She is the reason I no longer fight. My disapproving dove did not care for my drinking, or for my friends, or my fighting, or my friends' fighting. She believed I should settle down, be more respectable.
Cóż, to chyba nic strasznego.
At first I ignored her rebukes and continued fighting, but I soon learned that she was not a woman to be crossed. Prior to one fight, my duplicitous Daisy drugged my wine. I don't remember much of what happened next, which is fortunate. From what I hear, it wasn't very pretty.
Auć.
I spent the next several months under the tender ministrations of my doting wife. Needless to say, when I was well enough to walk again, I was more than happy to settle down. As to why I became a bondmaster, well, it's a hard, thankless job that keeps me very, very busy. Very busy.
Co sądzisz o naszej sytuacji?
We made it this far. How hard can it be from here? I'd be...
Co ja mam tutaj koło mnie za flachę? To nie jest przyjemne. Wejdę do menu, zapiszę grę i mam nadzieję, że to zniknie. Ty z tobą bym pogadał?
Always happy to help. What do you need?
Co ci teraz chodzi po głowie?
I haven't been to the Imperial City in a while. I traveled here some time ago in my hunt for Gao. In fact, this is where the hunt began. I've come full circle, and I think it's time to let go of the past and look forward. We have exciting things ahead of us.
Nie ma nic złego w życiu przeszłością.
There's no point in living in the past either. In my heart, I know my daughter rests as easily as any spirit now. Whatever happens, I have that. And if we succeed, I know she finds peace. If I could go back, I don't know if I would. I'm a different man now, and while I treasure the past, I look forward to the future with the same warmth.
Rozumiem, że możesz nie mieć przyszłości, jeśli za mną podążysz?
Bah, we'll find a way through any troubles. We're too resourceful to roll over and die. I'm excited to be back in the city. It feels like we're one step closer to our goal, but you know that better than anyone. You brought us to this point after all. Who else could have gathered this crew or found such a quick way out of Tien's Landing?
Nie wykluczaj siebie ani pozostałych.
How do you manage that kind of humility? Some sort of special training?
Nie możesz być doskonały, jeśli nie potrafisz być również skromny.
It's good to see you still have a sense of humor. Some people mistake dry and boring for humble, and that's simply no fun. Given what we face, we need all the laughter we can get. Regardless, we have an empire to shake up. Let's go see how much trouble we can cause.
Dobra, później sobie pogadam niebo.
Of course. I'll be here.
Ta flaska nad moim łbem dalej nie znikła. Czemu? Dobra, z tobą bym pogadał.
What? What do you want?
Opowiedz mi coś o swojej przeszłości.
I remember one time I was hired by two warring clans. They were going to discuss a peace treaty, and they wanted me to make sure things didn't get out of hand. A bunch of fights broke out in the first few days, but after I'd killed a few dozen of their clansmen, they settled down. That's when things got boring. The leaders took the next 3 days to talk, and if they hadn't let me dip into their wine stocks, I might have snapped sooner than I did.
Mam nadzieję, że nie przeszkadzałeś nikomu w czasie spotkania.
Not really. I just help things progress a little faster, that's all. The clan leaders were agreed on peace except for one thing. Jinlo, a beautiful clanswoman. Both leaders wanted her and neither would give her up. After 5 days it looked like the peace would fall apart. It looked like the two leaders were about to come to blows over Jinlo, so I stepped in. It was my job to stop them from fighting, so I cleaved the wench in two and told them each to take a half. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
I co się potem stało?
They weren't too happy with my decision. Everyone turned on me. Of course, they all died, but they gave it a good effort. I don't know what they were so upset about. Better a quick death by the sword than the prolonged agony of your heart being ripped from your chest and thrown to the dogs.
Co myślisz o naszej obecnej sytuacji?
Well, the city has everything you could ever want. Fighting, money, wine, and there was something else that people like, but I can't quite remember what it is.
I know what it is.
Well, I'm sure it'll come to me. Women! That's the one I forgot. I must be getting sober if I'm forgetting that one.
Na razie to wszystko.
Whatever.
Fajna historia. Załatwił sprawę. Dobra, z tobą bym pogadał. Dobra, mówię, zmienię towarzysz, aby z tobą pogadać.
Let's keep things simple. If someone gets in our way, remove them.
The Imperial City. I'd always heard how impressive it was. The stories didn't do it justice. This is all so much to absorb. I would appreciate your counsel if you have time to speak privately.
Mam teraz czas na rozmowę z tobą, gwiazdo zaranna. Czego chciałaś?
I don't mean to distract you. I just wanted someone familiar around me for a moment, if only to reassure me that we are still in the Empire I thought I knew. I have long dreamed of reaching the Imperial City, but now that I have, under these circumstances, I am more overwhelmed than ever.
Cieszę się, że jesteś przy mnie. Znajdujemy się tak daleko od domu.
But that's what is bothering me. We can't be a long way from home because our home is gone. I can no longer say that what I see is strange or foreign because I have lost what I would have compared it to. I am the one out of place now.
Zatem mój dom będzie tam, gdzie ty jesteś.
I would like that. To know you will be there no matter what. I've never had that stability, at least not before joining the school. As a child, I was marked by ill omens, apparently named for them. The people in Two Rivers were polite, but many did not hide the discomfort I caused them. I was watched, studied. If someone's ox died within a season of me bumping my head, it was somehow my fault, and I was treated like a pariah. How do you deal with being able to sense the spirit world when people make such absurd conclusions?
Starasz się znaleźć miejsce dla siebie tam, gdzie jesteś niechciana. Nie powinnaś tak postępować. Ludzie boją się tego, czego nie rozumieją. Musisz się z tym pogodzić.
I cannot change who I am, I know. Perhaps I just have to let all of that go. It will not be easy. But I do feel that you have given me a strength I did not have before. I very much appreciate your support. We should continue this discussion later. I have much to think about, and our work here has only just begun. The Imperial City. I never dreamed I would reach it. Don't go too far. I'd get lost in this city. I know it.
Dobra. Zatem teraz przedstawiłbym
I
sobie
am honored that you
ciebie
have chosen me.
i pogadałbym z tobą.
I trust your plans go well, despite the dangers you face and inflict. Is there something I can do for you?
Co sądzisz o nas? Chcę porozmawiać o tym, co powiedział o tobie inkwizytor Lim.
That is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus Assassins was not gentle for either side. My immediate companions, those who were my brothers, fell by my hand. Lim was not among them. He would have died if he was. I was labeled as the one who deserted, and I am occasionally recognized. The result is always the same. Another death, more blood spilled. Such a waste for a hatred they cannot even understand.
To musi być trudne. Żałować śmierci tak wielu osób.
Regret. I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is a measurable cost of your actions. Some earn it sooner than others. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end, or should be. Some do not respect either. They have enough of one to defy the other.
Dlaczego opuściłeś zabójców? Dlaczego tak bardzo ich nienawidzisz?
There is a place for the enforcer. The man or woman who brings death to those who have earned or otherwise deserve it. I consider that to be an honest calling. I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins, but they no longer follow a path I recognize. They are a mirror of Death's hand, and he embodies corruption. You will see as you get close to him. He draws out the worst in everyone and displays it for all to see.
Ręka śmierci zginie tak jak inni, zobaczysz.
You have no concept of the devotion of his followers. Perhaps we will talk again when I see more of where your path will lead you. For now, you should continue your search for a means to reach the palace. Your master will be waiting.
Do widzenia.
Goodbye.
A czy ta flaszka kiedy mi zniknie z głowy? Jestem tak jakby lekko nawalony. A ty mi co powiesz?
Well, well, is the Imperial...
Opowiedz mi o sobie, chcę się o tobie więcej dowiedzieć.
I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves.
Ta mapa wiatru mnie prowadzi do cesarskiego miasta?
It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came?
Nie chcę jeszcze stąd odlatywać.
What? Oh, well...
Na razie to wszystko. Czyli tutaj mamy misję poboczną do wykonania chyba jakąś. Związaną z tym gościem. Westawię sobie na 6 oczywiście. I chciałbym pogadać z tą kobietą. A ty kim jesteś, panie Heroldzie Bai?
What a wondrous flyer you have. You don't see any of that design about the city. Since they became more common among the nobles, flyers have been fascinating to me. Allow me to officially welcome you to the Imperial City. I am Bai, the Outcrier, and I am here to direct you around our illustrious capital if you have any questions at all. It would be an honor to say that I aided someone who was greeted by Princess Sun Lian herself.
Czy coś wiesz o wydarzeniu w dniach w mieście?
There's almost always something happening in the city. There's Captain San, of course, standing guard at the gates out of the city. Word has it the captain has some bounties.
Quest giver.
Rich rewards for those who can track down some wanted criminals.
Nic innego nie przychodzi ci do głowy?
You must know about the Imperial Arena. Kui, the promoter, is always looking for skilled fighters to participate in his matches. It's this huge building right here.
Co jeszcze?
There's word from the Scholars' Garden that some strange outlander has taken up residence there, causing quite the ruckus, as barbarians typically do.
Ciekawe, to wszystko?
There's a rumor floating around that the Black Leopard School has been having some difficulty. The Black Leopard School lies across the waterway and up the grassy path, if you're curious.
Jakieś inne
Word has it
plotki?
there's going to be a new play happening sometime soon in the Golden Way district. It might not be ready.
Jakieś inne wieści?
That's all.
Dobra, wrócę, jeśli będę miał więcej
A
pytań.
pleasure to be.
Czyli mamy tutaj całkiem dużą liczbę questów pobocznych, bo ja to wszystko to chyba side quest, a ta flaszka mi dalej lata nad głową. Cholera. Szara obywatelka. Może spróbujmy przejść przez most.
Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description. Keep an eye out for a large, wild-looking man wearing nothing but a loincloth.
Nie, to nie ja.
Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed. This man is very dangerous. Do not
Ojej.
try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
Laga
Well,
południa.
all these years together, and I never suspected you were the scourge of the South. I'm sorry. I know it's not funny. At least they didn't get your looks right.
Bo są głupi. Jak but. Plaga południa. Może jeszcze plaga północy, wschodu i zachodu. Tak. Ogólnie bardzo wielka plaga. Tak wielka, że wręcz zabójcza.
The Scourge of the South has destroyed whole villages in...
Look at this place. So many people.
Niszczył całe
It
wioski.
is the heart of the Empire.
Tak, jasne. A wiecie, co ja bym teraz chciał zrobić, moi drodzy? Chciałbym się wbić na arenę i spuścić tam wszystkim łomot. Dokładnie tak. Ponieważ my gramy takim wielkim człowiekiem wpierdolem, więc jako że gramy człowiekiem wpierdolem, to ten człowiek wpierdol powinien spuszczać wpierdol. Dokładnie tak, więc czas przejście na cesarską arenę. To jest do szkoły Szarej Pantery chyba, o ile mnie pamięć nie myli odnośnie giry, a wy co mi powiecie?
Excuse me, out of my way. I've got to get these buns to the Scholars' Garden. Quick, quick, now move.
I'm very sorry. Please accept my heartfelt apologies. My husband has the manners of a strutting cock sometimes.
I seem to recall you rather enjoyed my, strutting at one time, old woman.
Shush now. You'll offend the
Lubiłaś go
gods.
podrażnić? Wolę nie pytać jak.
Is likely to think that the Imperial City is full of indecent folk and offensive talk. Now then, after all the trouble we've caused you, is there anything we can help you with? We've got fresh buns. Just made them myself.
Nie macie nic przeciwko, żebym zadał wam kilka pytań?
Talk.
Ha! No time to talk.
Kim jesteście? Co tu robicie?
We're members of the local traveling circus. I'm a fire eater and Lena is a juggler. We just sell buns on the side to make a little extra silver.
A, takie buty.
Junda, could you try to be civil just this once? This buffoon of a man is Junda, and I am Lena, his wife, as he is fond of reminding me. We sell buns here in the city. Well, I bake, and he sells.
Co możecie mi powiedzieć o cesarskim mieście?
There is much to tell about the city, but we do need to sell the buns while they're fresh. Perhaps you could be more specific?
To mnie nie interesuje. Pójdę już. Czyli w sumie żaden poboczny quest ani nic. Więc po co nie mam z wami gadać? Owszem, może się przekomarzać w sposób ciekawy, ale to nieco za mało. Waza. Roztukę ją. Mam nadzieję, że pan nie ma pretensji o to, że roztukłem tą wazę. Ale ona tu stała na drodze i mi przeszkadzała, więc... Została roztłuczona. Ja, jesteśmy plagą południa. To wejście jest gdzie? Czyżby to było na arenę? Nie. Ale znaleźliśmy tutaj coś ciekawego. Ustawienie smoka. Brama na cesarską arenę. Co wy na to, żeby tam się wbić i sklepać kilka gęb? Wiedziałem, że się wam to spodoba. Nareszcie będziemy się napierdalać jak prawdziwy gladiator.
That's why my men brought you to me. I wanted to finish this personally.
But I...
Don't even try to make this better. You should have won that fight, Zhang, but you suddenly developed that blind spot, didn't you? Did the glint of silver get in your eye?
Joe, honestly,
Aha, czyli ten gość jest bardzo, bardzo, bardzo niemiły. Czyli tak końco przegrywający na tej arenie, spoko.
You needed something for to witness it, one?
Yes, I need to speak with you in private. It seems Warrior Zhang has decided to retire.
A ja mam dalej tę flaszkę nad łbem.
I'm finished here. If you're here to fight, do what they tell you.
Co się stało?
You couldn't see for yourself? I was just retired from the Imperial arena. Guess my spot in the roster is yours if you want it. Go find Kui the promoter if you think you can fill my shoes. He's always upstairs in the third room over or so, and looking for new blood. I'm taking what I have left from my winnings and leaving.
Spoko, gra się zapisuje automatycznie, więc to jest bardzo dobre. A najpierw bym się rozejrzał. Klient hazardzista, więc wy mnie nie interesujecie. Tauran grzmiący, ciekawy koleś, zaraz nim pogadamy, tylko najpierw stojak ze zwojami. Dokładnie, teraz z tobą bym pogadał.
Welcome. It's always good to see a new face at the counter. If you've got silver to spend, I'll be happy to help you out.
O,
I'm known
kupiec.
as Thunderous Tauren, and you are my most honored customer right now, so you have all of my attention.
Masz może coś, co mnie interesuje?
You look like a warrior to my eye, probably not fit for the odds and sods the usual patrons might pick up.
Opowiedz mi o arenie.
The man to see is named Kui the Promoter. He knows everything there is to know about this place. Might even be looking for a new body to fill out the roster. This could be your chance. If you're interested, he's usually up in his office, up and around to the back.
Masz może coś, co mnie zainteresuje?
You look like a war...
Dobra, to na razie mi wystarczy. Czy ten klient nie ma dla nas samych towarów, a szkoda, bo liczyłem na zakup jakiejś techniki. Tutaj jest krawnik areny, czyli...
My question is, what am I supposed to do if one of the fighters goes berserk?
Spoko, tutaj kapliczka skupienia, tam kapliczka zdrowia.
Remember Jingwu back in Two Rivers? He talked of fighting in the Imperial arena one day.
A ty kim jesteś?
Ukir okir wo napiajer ukir sotiwi.
Co? Przecież pełno tu ludzi.
Nano wo nawaftata sini here uk uno.
Rozejrzyj się. Mnóstwo tu klientów.
Wo tarawer ifui.
Co masz do picia?
Oto nawer sada ukir kikir usair nusun. Ukair otonoair nisun puno asir sunkut.
Twierdzi, że nie mogę tu pić, bo ktoś inny robi to za mnie?
Po woza sosoair ja jair. Sisairi furkt was.
Na razie niczego od ciebie nie chcę. Skurczybyk pije na mój rachunek. Ciekawe. A ty kim jesteś? Powądliwy Lao.
How dare you interrupt me?
A w czym ci przerwałem? Co robiłeś?
If you must know, I, Lustful Lao, conqueror of the female kingdom, was emanating my yang. It is but one of my many irresistible charms.
Uroku? Jakiego uroku?
You don't see my brimming knowledge of the 232 points of pleasure as documented by Menshi Tsao, the salacious scholar? Or that I
Nie dostrzegam.
the stretches outlined in the writings of the now disbanded lascivious order of the abbotless monks every morning? If even these simple things are beyond your ken, sir, then Lustful Lao has no time to spare on you.
Jesteś gruby jak beka i głupi jak stodoła. Kelnerka, czyli z tobą nie ma o czym gadać. Tutaj, co tu jest? Tutaj jest jakiś zwój. A skoro tutaj jest zwój, to ja muszę go przeczytać. Księżska kucharska dla ludowerców. Ciekawe. O, piesek. Ciekawe, co oni z nim zrobią. A wolę nie pytać. Wolę nie pytać, co oni z nim zrobią. Bo się domyślam. Klientka. Klientka. Klient. Tam jest ten trep. Zibao.
Leave me alone.
Nie pogadam z tobą, hazardzista. Hazardzista Daofan.
I was wondering if you'd wander over here to test your luck. It's hard to resist the rattling call of the dice, isn't it? Gambler Daoshan's the name. I run the straightest dice in the Imperial City. I wouldn't want to feed my children with tarnished silver, would I? Good odds and fair play. That's how I keep them coming back.
Na czym polega gra?
A simple enough game called high-low. You predict how you'll roll against my top. You'll catch on.
Nie będę grał w kości, bo to jest głupie. I z kim mogę tutaj pogadać? Widz? Strażnik? Widz? Lekka bryza. Z tobą bym pogadał.
Sorry, big boy. I'm not open for business. Judge Fang's got me on his payroll, and he doesn't like me taking customers on the side. Unless you're into something twisted, then he might want to watch. Fang's always looking for some new perversion to make his little soldier stand at attention.
Kim jesteś?
My name is Gentle Breezes, but everyone just calls me Breezes now. I guess you lose your gentle side when you spend too many nights with Judge Fang.
50 twarzy sędziego Fanga?
Benefactor, if you know what I mean. I do all the things that make him happy. Filthy, nasty things. But at least that sick bastard pays well.
Dokładnie, 50 twarzy ministra Fanga. Nie przepada chyba za Fangiem.
I hate him. He's a vile, repulsive deviant. He likes to hurt. When things are bad, a man like that leaves scars, emotional and physical. Look, I've been around. I know people do strange and disturbing things behind locked doors. But nothing like this. There's no act too brutal or shameful for Judge Fang. He's into all sorts of things, and he's no stranger to pain. I know that all too well.
Dlaczego dla niego pracujesz?
I've thought about quitting. Every night. But I heard what happened to the last girl who tried to leave Fang. He's not the kind of man you just walk away from. He sees me as a possession. His possession. He's not just going to let me go. He's got the wealth and power to find me wherever I run. I'm stuck with Judge Fang until he's tired of me. I've come to accept that. It's a hard, grim fact. But at least he pays well.
Powiedz mi coś więcej o sędziu Fangu.
Fang's head of the Ministry of Harmony, so he controls taxes and executions across the Empire. That makes him a very rich and powerful man. Even the Lotus Assassins are wary of Judge Fang. Probably because he's the most infamous degenerate in the Imperial City. And I work for him.
Dobra, żegnaj na razie. A, wy mnie pewnie nie przepuścicie. Skrawnicy Fanga.
Wuwuwir wakwakir fonir sisa kwanak apiyir kwanaruk tatisir si usta. Takawa ir ap ofir wuwuwir wak fonuj unka.
Opowiedz mi o sobie.
Yawar ir wuswair susunino. Utarawi ir kupki tir sanir naur kurk wupan.
Co tu obserwujesz?
Kop awuka inir u afawafi ithaturo turo uk.
Co mi powiesz o Kailanie Wężu?
Takawa ir ap ofir wowowir wak fonuj unka.
Opowiedz mi więcej o szczęściarzu Cho.
Utarawi ir kupki tir sanir naur kurk wupan. Wuyo ir naur ir kunurk nuk.
Możemy lepiej zmienimy temat. Zajmę się swoimi sprawami. Żelazny żołnierz.
Another pathetic gawker here to bask in the glory.
Chcę ci zadać kilka pytań.
Question. And things.
It must be.
Spoko, ty jesteś ten. A ty nieszczęsny Han, widać, że dostajesz mocno po mordzie.
Hello there. I'm Han, though fans and, well, everyone else call me Hapless Han. It's not such a bad thing. Fighting in the lower divisions means I never run afoul of the Ravager. Our current champion has nearly killed his last two opponents. See, I look on the bright side of things. Even if my losses make people call me hapless, are numbers really that... You know, looking at you, I'd say you could hold your own in the arena.
Chciałbym walczyć na arenie.
You need to talk...
Dobra. Tylko tyle, o czym potrzebuję. I karmazynowa kana. Z wami zdążę jeszcze pogadać. Oho, jakaś cutscenka.
One more mistake, Qui, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem.
But...
Enough! Find a solution and leave me alone.
This is not an appropriate time to... Wait a moment. You have the look of a fighter about you. Those hands, that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere. You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Cho and I were just discussing how this place needs an M-fusion of new blood?
Master Li used to say that the arena was once the greatest contest in the Empire, but that it has been corrupted in recent years.
Come with me a moment and we'll engageate in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make.
Składnia niezbyt dobra. Składnia wawmości nie za dobra. A ja mam dalej w tę flaskę koło głowy.
This is turning out to be an excellent day. Most ostentatious indeed.
Mów poprawnie. Dobrze wróżebny. Miał na myśli dobrze wróżący.
I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp. Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language.
Naturalnie, głupio zrobiłem, by o tym wspomniałem. O czym to mówiłeś?
Strong build, good shoulders, not half bad looking either. You've got what it takes to make it in today's arena.
O co ci chodzi?
The question is, can you fight? Are you worthy of the arena? I say the answer is a clarion and resounding yes. I've heard that you were asking around and talking to some of our best and brightest. Your interest tells me all that I need to know about you. What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits.
Czy to walki na śmierć i życie?
Do you have any idea how much paperwork I have to do when a contestant of the Empire's finest tournament dies? Wards and spells have protected fighters in this place since its construction. It's been easily 20 years since they failed.
Co wydarzyło się 20 lat temu?
It was a dark day. My predecessor lost several good men when the spells failed during an event he'd ironically dubbed the Feast of the Ogres.
Wróćmy do moich poprzednich pytań dotyczących zasad.
I shall talk until the blueness of the overquick diner tinges my face, if that's what it takes for you to join.
Jeśli przystanę do areny, z czym lub kim przyjdzie mi się zmierzyć?
You will face the flashing blade of Crimson Kana, the stern resolve of Iron Soldier, and the, troublesome triumvirate of the Sung Brothers. If you defeat these veterans, you will face the Ravager, our newest champion, who tore his way through the divisions to replace the now retired Raging Ox. Go ask them yourselves if you want to know more. Hapless Hans faced more than a few of them too, if you want his perspications.
Chcę przystąpić do areny.
That's the spirit of the thing. Now, what name precedes you in your travels?
My name is John Gold.
Right, a fine name indeed. But it won't sell, not at all. We need something more memorable for the crowds. Think of something that would sound engaging, ringing down from the rafters. That's how we'll bill you.
Pustoszący wpierdol, rypiący ci dupę, jak tylko go zobaczysz. Chcę cię zwać wściekły smok.
Raging Dragon, huh? Sounds fast and powerful. I like it. Are you positive that's what you want?
Tak, tego właśnie chcę.
Then that is what you shall have. Come and tell me when you're ready for a fight and I'll get you started. Since you're new, you'll start in the qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there. Any other questions?
To wszystko, co muszę wiedzieć.
One other thing. You should talk to the other fighters now and then. They will be watching you, and you should get to know them as well.
Spoko.
We're all one big happy family.
You're a big happy idiot, Han.
As you can see, they always have something to say.
Nic mi już więcej od ciebie nie trzeba, Kui.
I must say I'm disappointed. You're ready to start?
Spoko, spoko, ja chciałbym zobaczyć, co tutaj jest w piwnicy. Klatki ze stworzeniami. A potem jeszcze my sobie jeszcze w tym odcinku rozegramy pierwszą tą walkę. A najpierw chciałbym sprawdzić, czy tu nie ma jakiejś skrzynki, jakiegoś zwoju, jakiegoś czegoś. Nie ma tutaj nic. A ja dalej jestem narąbany. A, tak wygląda arena, spoko. A stąd wychodzą przeciwnicy. Dobra, więc myślę, że możemy rozegrać pierwszą walkę. I dawaj mi pierwszego przeciwnika. Powiedz mi o mojej kolejnej walce.
For your first match, we'll start you off against a mighty ogre. Even our great champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox, who danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor, or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow. I should take a moment and explain the system we use here.
Więc mi go objaśnij. Tak, wyjaśnij mi tutejsze procedury.
I like to keep things simple and organized. Any other way and things get more convoluted than the celestial court on the Emperor's birthday. When you're ready for your match, ask me about it and I'll give you a quick summary of your opponent. I'll be setting up your matches, of course. Various enchantments woven in this place keep the fights from being deadly, but they're no less real. You'll feel the pain if you don't keep your defense up. Are you ready to get started?
Pewnie. Zaczynajmy.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A new warrior does battle with the beast.
Ja nie chcę pijanego mistrza, ja chcę 6. Longsword. Okej, pokonana bez większego problemu. Nie chcę kupować ogra. Bo w sumie co mi tam. Przynajmniej mi się po każdej walce z ogrem nie będzie to okienko pokazywało.
That was an impressive beginning. Normally I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential. You've caught the eyes of the other fighters as well. Go ask them if you don't believe me.
That really was a fantastic bout.
Beating the ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
Sometimes you don't even need to ask. One fight does not make a champion, though. There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we?
Nic mi więcej od ciebie nie trzeba,
Be
Qui.
sure to return when you...
Ja bym teraz poszedł i poszukał jakiegoś handlarza, kupca i być może sobie coś fajniejszego kupił. Tylko gdzie tu jest jakiś kupiec? Tu jest Quest, tu jest Dr. Ann. Kim ty jesteś?
Fascinating. How very interesting to meet you. Fate may have robbed me of my sight at a young age, but I can still sense the energy within your meridians. Impressive, and yet somewhat strange.
Służysz takiego dziwnego w mojej energii.
I don't know what it is about you exactly, but I would say you have been trained like no other warrior in this place. What I do know is that several of the techniques pioneered by what we call the new schools would have astonishing effects on one with your energy.
To mnie interesuje. Nowe szkoły czego?
Allow me a formal introduction. I am Dr. An, acupuncturist.
I think I've read a treatise of hers on the healing arts. It was one of the few we had in Two Rivers. It was brilliant. It is an honor to meet you, ma'am.
Such a beautiful voice, and combined with a quick mind. I'd hold on to her if I were you.
Pokaż, co masz na sprzedaż.
Of course.
To będę chciał sobie kupić. Zdrowie plus 15, skupienie plus 5. Kupujemy. Kupujemy też to. Kupujemy to. I kupujemy też to. Sobie wzmocniliśmy naszą postać. I poszukamy jakiegoś kupca, ponieważ pamiętam, że tutaj można było kupić nową broń. Tylko gdzie tutaj byłby jakiś kupiec? Myślę, że na zewnątrz cesarskim mieście. Tutaj jest oberżysta, porządliwy Lao. Notabene czarny wicher chleje na mój rachunek. jak zawzięty. Ty, nie ma nic mi do sprzedania niestety. Więc jeszcze przelecę w tym odcinku kawałek po cesarskim mieście w poszukiwaniu kupca. Gro, daj mi kupca. Ja chcę kupca. Nie szarą obywatelkę, tylko kupca. Takiego, co może handlować. Szara obywatelka, strażnik. Nie. Szary obywatel. Nie. Chłopiec, dziewczyna. NPC
Out
non...
of sheer spite, the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantingly destroying. The Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them in their occupation of our once pristine.
The Jade Empire would be in ruins if it wasn't for
Dobra,
Sun High.
i teraz chciałbym bardzo odnaleźć kupca. Kogokolwiek, kto mógłby mi cokolwiek sprzedać. Jak chcę lepszy miecz. Dobra, książka. Brama Złotego Traktu. Spoko, to jest dzielnica chyba arystokratyczna. Więc tutaj postarałbym się znaleźć kogoś, kto może ze mną pohandlować. I kupiłbym sobie lepszą broń. Jeśli nie, to handluję z pieskiem. Dobra, zatem handlujemy z pieskiem. Co masz? Mnóstwo rzeczy, które... mnie średnio interesują, za które podziękuję.
Hold on there. This way.
Co jest nie tak z dekropolią?
It would take an army of us to...
Dobra, na razie nie chcę tam iść. Na razie nie. I na razie chciałbym znaleźć handlarza. Kogokolwiek. Od kogo mógłbym cokolwiek kupić. Webrak song.
I greet you, sir. I wonder if you might have some silver to spare.
Nie. Masz na sobie drogie faty i mów jak szlachcic.
I come from a very wealthy family. As such, I have a certain lifestyle to maintain. Parties, female admirers, lots of wine. You understand.
Czyli innymi słowy, przechlałeś wszystko i przepieprzyłeś na dziwki, tak? Ani trochę.
I have to have an income, don't I? My father looked at my considerable expenses and told me to get my own silver.
Więc weź się, pawianie, do roboty. Myślałeś o poszukiwaniu pracy?
But I am a noble. The shame of manual labor or the stink of trade must not be allowed to touch me.
Nie wstyd ci żebrać?
How could there be shame? You've got it and I want it. Should I steal it? Never. Simply ask like a civilized soul, I say.
Spieprzaj. Dam ci srebrną monetę, a ty wyjaśnij mi tę swoją szaloną filozofię.
I am afraid I cannot do that. That would be trade, and I simply will not sully my beautifully soft hands with such. I will tell you for free, however.
O mój Boże. Dobra, mów.
I read all the greatest philosophers and consulted with wise men before reaching this decision. I assure you the philosophical underpinnings are quite sound. Wisdom is only gained by experience, wine, women, and song, as it were. But a life of revel with no reflection still does not lead to true wisdom. One must ponder, one must daydream. Even if I could bear the shame of sullying my hands with work, when would I think? How could I grow wise?
Żebrę więc o pieniądze na rozpustne pijatyki, a wszystko po to, żeby uzyskać prawdziwą mądrość?
Well, it loses some of the subtlety when you put it that way, but yes.
Dość już słyszałem, muszę iść.
If you feel more generous later?
Nie dostanę przypływu hojności. Spadaj pan. Szary obywatel, piesek. Piesek, który ma elitarne towary.
Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you were a peasant. A noble could afford sloth.
I we co? Co robisz? Dlaczego próbujesz mnie obrazić?
Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality.
What the fuck? Żądam wyjaśnień. Wytłumacz się albo mnie rozgniewasz.
Your beliefs are superficial and your culture is substandard.
Twoje obelgi są bezpodstawne. Broń swoich stwierdzeń albo przestań w tej chwili.
You are right to demand an explanation. Forgive my servant. I instructed him to find someone not distracted by mere insults, someone who would command respect. Your demand for justification of his arguments was admirable. You are exactly what we need.
Wytłumacz się.
An outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go.
Miasto gości wielu przejezdnych. Czym ten różni się od innych?
The outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the emperor himself. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe, but that will not last. If he is reported, the Lotus assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them.
Może uda mi się przekonać tego obcokrajowca.
That's what's so infuriating. He doesn't respond to reason. He proposes challenges we don't understand and then declares himself the winner.
Różnice kulturowe.
Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many.
Dam mu nauczkę za drwiny z naszej kultury.
I hope your ability matches your conviction. Several others have fallen short, despite their outrage at his antics. He is in the scholar's garden, and no amount...
Spoko. Ty kim jesteś, szary obywatel? Nie ciebie szukam. Ciebie pewnie. Tutaj jest beczułka. 17 sztuk srebra, zwój z zapiskami. Dobrze, zdobyliśmy nieco tych. I tutaj chyba nie będzie krów kupca. Co to jest? Schronisko. Tam raczej nie będzie kupca. Schronisku dla bezdomnych.
The busy streets are almost overwhelming.
Tutaj jest jakiś pulpit, czyli jednak nie będę w stanie znaleźć kupca, ponieważ tu jest droga do ogrodu uczonych. Zatem muszę je wrócić na arenę i myślę, że to jest dobry moment, żeby zakończyć odcinek. Do zobaczenia, cześć.